Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everyone. Welcome to this Halloween one-shot. I am RJ, I'm going to be your DM for the few hours. Just before the players introduce themselves, it is very early. My voice is very dead. I apologize in advance. So, players, if you'd like to go, we'll go from the bottom up this time, just throw things out of order a bit. Introduce yourselves and your characters and state why they decided to go do the thing that they're going to be doing for the next couple hours.
Oh, that means it's me first.
Nope.
Cool. I'm Liz. I'm going to be playing Rye, and he's going to do the thing because he heard there were prizes, and he wants prizes.
Entirely fair.
Oh, it's my go. Hi everyone, I'm Vwild and I'll be playing Lynn. And Lynn's here basically because she heard through her wonderful, wonderful network that, hey, there might be a job up here. Come investigate it. And so she's just going, okay.
Alright, fair enough.
Okay, hello everyone, my name is Foster and I will be playing Teal Tiger. And Teal Tiger got there because he heard that there are prizes, but he also heard that they are challenging to acquire, and that is what he's looking forward to.
Fantastic.
Hi, my name is Liz, and I'll be playing Tiffy Toot. She is a young European girl, and she is here because she likes mazes. And mazes are fun. She's here with her older cousin Sid. They also want to go to Pennsylvania.
Ooh.
Fair enough. So, now, by and large, you guys are all strangers to one another. However, as fate would have it, you guys will arrive at about the same time.
Hello.
Convenient. Very nice.
Yeah, it is, definitely for me.
Yeah.
So, before we start anything else, I'm gonna have you all roll perception to see if you notice this thing, but because it's bloody obvious, you can roll an advantage.
Oh, really?
We do that in game zone?
Yep, just in the invite. Well, you definitely see it. You literally can't roll better than that 20.
I'm off to a great start.
Alrighty, okay. Wild, Foster, don't forget you guys have advantage so you can roll again.
Oh yeah,
If you
right.
want.
I mean,
My apologies.
I think I will notice whatever it is, but sure.
Yeah, okay, you will see it. Honestly, as long as you didn't crit fail, you probably would have seen it. But, there is a wooden booth right directly in front of the Halloween Town train station, which is where you will emerge from. And it's got a big-ass sign that reads, "Gloriously Spooky Halloween Corn Maze."
Ooh.
The booth itself is made with, it's clearly a temporary booth, but it's decently made. Although it fits with the aesthetic of Halloween Town, so it's, kind of rickety. But it is being manned by, surprisingly, a real kind. A very, very tall, very, very gaunt-looking Fearbog.
No.
Oh, friend?
Rye's never seen a real kind before. He is staring. Very obviously staring.
Yeah, I would argue that even if Teal has probably been around various places, I don't think he has came across any real kind yet, so he's trying to, keep his composure, but he's still kind of surprised to see such a being in such a place.
Can Tiffy go over to the stand?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
She'll just wave and go boing.
Boy.
I love Tiffy
That's
so
it.
much. The Fearbolg, like, sees this, and this is a very, very tall Fearbolg, like, over 7 feet tall. So, he kneels down, leans over the booth, and goes, "Well, hi there. Nice to meet you, little lady."
Is there a leaflet on the table?
There's nothing on the desk of the booth itself, but there's a very obvious sign.
Okay. She'll just tap the sign, just whap it with her little hands.
No.
The Fearbolg nods slowly, and now that you're closer, you can see this Fearbolg has what you thought was white fur with black markings. Now you're closer, you can see what those black markings are. They outline the white fur in such a way that it looks like the Fearbolg is a walking skeleton.
Ooh.
Ah.
Ooh.
Like a painted cat.
Yeah. But this looks entirely natural, because this is Toontown. Well, no, Toontown. This is Halloween Town. This is Einquell.
This is Ironquill.
So the Fearbolg nods slowly. He goes, "Ah, I see. And the rest of you?" And he looks up and looks at the rest of you.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think that Teal is going to move forward because he was kind of observing silently from the back this little group of toons and how they would interact, but now he's going to move forward toward the booth as well and go, "Well, good evening, sir. Might I inquire if this is the right place for this maze said to be ripe with prizes?"
I like prizes.
Oh yeah. This is the place you need to. Oh well, it's the place you need to start.
Well, fantastic.
I'd like to play, please.
Okay. The entrance fee is 2 copper.
Oh.
If you go.
While this is going on, Detective Lynn's been in the background, just the second this little kid went forward, it was just yeah, okay, I've got the person I'm going to protect this time, and just walked along, just behind the kid, just make sure that, Tiffy, yeah, this is a little kid. Lynn's going to try and protect the kid, even if this is supposedly a very safe place, maybe, but not. It's just
It's a very safe place, but it sure don't look it.
And that's a real kind. And honestly, there have been incidents with real kinds everywhere recently. So, they're just gonna keep an eye out.
Lynn,
That's
I
valid.
love you, Chief.
It's what she do. It's what she do.
We love her for it. Alright, so you've been informed of the entrance fee of 2 copper. Do you pay it?
Yep.
Yep. He will. I think that for flavor's sake, Teal will get the 2 coin to appear kind of in a magic trick fashion, where he just does some fancy move with his hands, and the coppers appear between his fingers.
Alrighty, roll me sleight of hand.
Ah, well, good thing because I have
Got a
a
plus.
I have a +5 in sleight of hand, so should be fine.
RJ, bet.
15. Alright, you do a decent job. You flourish your hands, and then flick your wrists, and the coins slide out and come out between your paws, right? Toes?
Yeah.
Fingers? Whatever the fuck.
Beans.
Beans. Yes.
Rye reaches into his hammer space and he doesn't actually have any coins, but he does have a very shiny rock, and he puts that on the booth instead. Can I pay with this?
You know what? We'll roll with it. The Fearbold looks at the rock and looks at you and goes, "This is very pretty rock."
It is, isn't it?
He then reaches into his pocket, pulls out 2 copper of his own and puts it on the table and winks at you.
Oh. Riley looks happy.
And Tiffy pay. I mean, they're a child. Do they have money?
Yeah, Tiffy brings out a little like coin purse with a little flowery decoration on it. And she pays 2 copper. She has 2 copper.
Oh, good, because otherwise I was gonna pay for them if they couldn't, because this is child. But yeah,
This is child.
Lynn passes over her own money. It's a bit, but she's got a little money. She's got like a little money.
A bit of money.
It's fine.
Alright, well, the Vwild brings out this pouch that is demarcated with this stylized skull set over what looks to be a pair of, like, crossed bones, but they've got holes in, like a flute. And sweeps the coins in, puts the pouch back in his pocket, and goes, "Well, alright, follow me then." And he...
RJ, sidebar, I am gonna make you do this, because I might know what this is. Tiffy's gonna point to the flute and make a whistling note.
Oh.
Toot toot.
You want the fireball to play it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's not like an actual flute, it's like an embroidered applique on a bag. It's not like an actual flute.
Oh, okay. Alright.
You have disappointed the child now.
I don't think this Vwild even has any instruments. Oh no, they have a dulcimer. Okay, yeah. So the Vwild starts leading you around the outskirts of the town. He goes, "My name is Scorpius Ash. What's your names?"
I'm Rye. That's me. Yeah.
Well,
Nice to meet you, right?
I am called Teal Tiger.
You know, in retrospect, I think that should have been a little bit obvious. Yeah. Fair enough.
I'm Detective Lynn Stagehand, at your service.
Pleasure to meet you, detective. And you, little lady?
Adorable.
Toot toot, huh?
She nods.
It's good to meet you. He's gonna... Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay.
Hi?
Oh wow.
Wow,
24?
Yeah.
that's a plus up.
Yeah.
+8. Holy crap.
So he looks at you all, and as you've been walking, he's been carrying this staff that's topped with this skull on. He goes, "You all look pretty good, pretty strong. I think
Vaguely
you'll be fine."
Very ominous you say that.
Rightfully,
Right, just looks
I'm
awkward.
afraid I don't know what you mean, Detective Lynn. But, oh, and he reaches into his pocket, seeming like he's remembered something. He pulls out 4 little stones, all marked with that same skull and fruit crossbones pattern that was on the bag. And he holds them out for each of you to take. He goes, "You should be alright, but in the event that you're not, just throw this on the floor and stuff. And we'll get you out in a jiffy."
Alrighty.
Let's hope we never have to come to this, but might as well.
You
The
will take
desire to bite. Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan will stick it in his hammer space.
Yep, might as well take it. maybe won't use it, just in case this is, like, a trap. Sure.
Well, this gentleman surely seems trustworthy. I have no idea where you're getting this from.
Way too many bad situations. Alright.
Yeah, okay. So he leads you through the outskirts of the town, and then you reach the start of what looks to be a fairly decently sized cornfield. And he, like, reaches out and touches some of the giant fucking corn stems, and they split open, revealing path. Strangely, it's like not very dark yet. It's starting to get dark because it's somewhat later in the day, but strangely, as you look into this path, you struggle to see much further than maybe 10 feet. It's weirdly dark. He goes, well, here you go.
Advanced darkness.
Yeah,
Can I try and pick some corn? I want some corn.
Yeah, Teal is also going to move forward. And yeah, I will commend your sense of the presentation.
Oh, thank you kindly. Also, right, if you're gonna try and pick some corn, roll me straight.
Okay.
Oh no,
Yeah, good luck with that.
My only weakness.
I have your character sheet up, motherfucker. I know exactly what your weaknesses are. No.
Oh.
Right, like, you reach out, and you grab an ear of corn, you give it a little tug. Doesn't even budge. You give it another tug. No budging. You put your other hand on, and you're like, pulling! It's never... No, it ain't moving.
We love a wizard.
Stupid corn! Didn't want to eat you anyway. Sulk.
Asclepius sees this, reaches over, grabs the ear of corn, and just pulls it off and hands it to you.
I accepts it, but is sort of sinking into the hood of his hoodie a little bit.
Aww.
Right.
His arms are twigs. This is not a surprise.
Yeah.
So, you guys going in?
Mm-hmm. Might
Yeah.
as well. Mosey on in.
Alrighty, what's
Yep.
the marching order here?
I jokingly want to say child in the front because she's running ahead, but ooh.
If the child is running ahead, Lynn is right behind, just like, not letting this kid out of their sight. Nope.
Yeah, Teal would be third, I think.
Ryan's sticking very, very close to the others, though.
Alrighty, so
He's so embarrassed. Like, oh.
as
Oh.
Tiffy's going first, I need you to roll me a d4.
Mm-hmm.
2. Alright. So, as you walk through the entrance, as soon as Rye is in, the corn shifts back into place with this surresis of movement, and you can't hear anything. The sky overhead is not visible, it's just darkness. And again, that you can't see much further than 10 feet in front of your face, but you don't really need to. The corn is so close, so tightly packed that it's almost claustrophobic. There is a single path to your right.
She will take it. And actually, she'll peel around the corner and make a perception check before she goes forward. She doesn't want to trip on any loose branches because she's done that before in mazes.
16. Okay. You stick your head into the pathway. There doesn't seem to be any obstacles in your path, but you also can't see particularly far ahead of you.
Okay. Yeah, she'll run along, just normal marching pace.
The rest of you follow.
Yep.
Just
Yeah.
rush on past, because that is a child! Come back, child!
Rai is chewing on his ear of corn too. Raw corn.
You know what? Wiz, you can do it this time. Roll me a d4.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I need you all to make your deck save.
Oh, good. I'm
Right.
so good at those too.
All of us?
All of you. However, who is going last? Is it still Ryan?
Yeah.
I will give you advantage on this.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, come on!
Guys, please. That's just.
Oh,
I have a +5, come on!
You
What? Oh. Lame. Okay.
Yeah!
Okay.
Definitely 11.
Hilariously, the child is the only one to avoid this. So, Tiffy, you run through, you hit the next room, and you immediately leap to the side, just turning about, like, using momentum to just quickly change directions. The rest of you, you just walk forward and fall straight into the pit trap. Poof, poof, poof. You don't take any damage, but you're now in a hole in the ground. Piled.
Did I land on top
one
of the
another.
other two? Good thing Rai doesn't weigh very much. He's gonna sort of sit up on top of the other two and look up and go, oh, I fell in a hole again.
Well, heck it, we're in a pit.
Tiffy's gonna look down from where she's standing and go. She's very concerned that you're all in the pit.
We're alright!
So much, dude.
We're alright, kiddo. Everything's fine. You get off me.
You're gonna, like, climb out.
Yeah, dusting
Yeah,
off the cloak and climbing out.
It's not very deep, I take it.
It's maybe 6 to 10 feet.
Oh.
Oh,
That's
total.
total-
Sink grade.
Oh, that's okay.
Yes. The good depth.
Alrighty, so, yeah. How are you gonna get out?
How tall is everybody?
I'm 5 feet.
I'm not tall at all. I'm shorter than that, so it's just like, what would it even be to get out? Could we like jump it? Could we? Are the walls smooth? Could we climb out? I mean,
If you're attempting to, finesse your way out with, say, a vault, probably, I'd only allow probably Teal to do this because it's tall enough to be able to reach the edge. Then you can roll acrobatics, elsewise roll athletics to climb. If
Yeah,
anyone's
I'm
choosing
going
to
to
help,
roll.
Then you roll with advantage.
I'll help the others out first. Like, just give them a little boost, which probably isn't good for me, but
Alright,
hey.
then whomever you're helping gets to roll with advantage.
Let's see, I'll go with. Which one of you is younger? Out of Rai and Tiger.
Rai's 15.
I would say that yeah, Teal Tiger is maybe older than that, like mid-20s or so. So yeah.
Alright, they're helping Rai, just like, up you go! Up, up, up!
Alrighty, so,
Okay.
Rye, make your athletics check at advantage.
My athletics are so bad.
Foster, Teal, if you're going to be, like, finessing your way out, roll acrobatics. If you're going to be just climbing, roll
Yeah.
athletics.
Oh my god! This whiz. Oh, hello.
That's better.
So acrobatics. Okay, now let's please.
Nope, I'm not getting out this.
Good grief, those
You've been-
modifiers.
Teal, you take it, you back up a step, and then you jump and you grab the edge and you're scrambling. You can't quite make it, but you got into good enough roll that you're like perched on the edge. You just need to pull yourself up.
Okay, if I'm pulling myself up, do I have to roll strength?
Roll strength or roll dexterity, whichever you want.
Dexterity please, because strength I have -1.
Right, you jump and climb on your own. You don't quite make it, and then Lynn gets her hands underneath one of your feet and heaves you up into the air, and you go flying up and out of the pit. You land next to Tiffy.
Up you go!
Well, that was not my most elegant performance, but it worked.
Foster, Teal, Tiffy looks at you and claps, but all you hear is...
Oh.
You
Teal will bow.
Out, Teal.
Yeah, Teal will, put himself back up and then bow to the kid.
I still need
to peer over the
You've still
edge.
got someone in the hole.
Yeah.
Yes, well done, everyone. Or was it just Till? Can I do acrobatics? Because I'm good at acrobatics. But
I'm gonna say you're not tall enough to be able to vault to the edge like Teal was. So unfortunately, no, you have to roll athletics.
I'm going to give them advantage because he has this cloak with like the scarf that acts kind of like a tail because he doesn't have an actual tail, and so he's going to have the scarf down in the pit to give them advantage to help them out.
Alrighty.
That-
Then, Boyle.
Okay, that was a 13, so that was good.
Okay. Yeah.
13.
So, Lynn, you stare at this wall. You take a step back, and you jump, and you start clawing your way up the dirt, and it's kind of loose, which makes it a little bit of a pain in the ass to climb. But you claw your way to the edge, and the scarf appears in your vision, and it almost sends you falling back off the edge of off the side of the pit. But you grab it, and with its help and clawing your way up, you manage to climb out the pit. It's only a DC 13 check, guys. Come on.
Listen, that's how the dice be.
Alright.
Bryce is negative for athletics. This is not his strong suit.
Yeah.
His legs are twigs.
Alrighty, so looking around,
Great job.
you actually have 3 paths. There's the one you came in through. There is one kind of in front of you guys, and there's one to your left.
Alright. Now, normally in mazes, they tell you always take the left route, but this...
Do they?
Yes, you keep your hand on the wall and you just keep going left and eventually you find your way out, but this doesn't seem like a normal maze, so... I'm unsure whether that would even work here.
Yes, I'm afraid the setting is not going to play in our favor for this act.
The spooky maze, what are we expecting here?
Prizes.
Which way we go? If we go the wrong way and it's a dead end, we could just turn around, right?
Fair point.
Maybe.
That's ominous. Alright. You know what? Kids like mazes, and this kid apparently has been for a few mazes, so just I was gonna say Lynn squats, but Lynn's probably tiny as it is, so it's just gonna turn... How tall is Tiffy?
I don't know, but she's short. Yeah, she's on the short side of 6-year-olds.
She's kid-sized.
She's kid-sized.
She's probably slightly smaller than you are, Lynn.
Yes.
So Lynn's just gonna pat him on the head and go, "Okay, kiddo, which way do you want to go?"
Which one? The dark pathway to the side or the dark pathway forward? Tiffy is gonna go to the side. What was it? To the left?
To the left.
Yeah, to the left.
Alrighty. You guys will follow?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Alrighty. Foster, roll me a d4.
Oh, different number.
4. Okay. So, as you walk through the path and emerge into the next kind of area, there's a sudden sursus of movement that catches you all off guard as the pathway behind you shifts and closes.
Well,
Okay.
Well, now this is just unfair.
Guess
Well-
we can't go back the way we came then, if we go the wrong way.
you know what? Can I pull out my great axe?
Ooh.
You can pull out your great axe.
Okay. I'm gonna try it. I don't think this is gonna go great, but hey, what's the worst that can happen?
You could fall in a hole.
We've already done that, so honestly, if that's the worst that can happen, I'm okay with it.
Twice would be really sucky though.
I've had worse days. I've had worse days. And I'm gonna take a swing if that's okay with you.
Go for it. You roll the 20 plus 4.
Yeah.
You didn't put
You
it
didn't
in
put
there.
You got the D.
Oops.
It happens. It
It
happens.
does happen. It does happen.
I do it all
Do
the
it later. Alright, 16.
Alright,
Hey.
Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Okay. That is plus.
Christ, okay. So,
Oh, hi.
as
Hello.
are you just hitting the wall in front of you?
I'm gonna. The bit that we just came from that just closed,
Okay.
she's just gonna pull out this kind of big great axe in proportion to her. You're not sure where she got it from. Give it a little spin. Go, yeah.
Alright. As you do this swing, it hits and goes through, but there's no damage, and then you feel a force wash over you, and you stumble back, your head reeling. You take 12 points of damage.
Okay, that's dangerous. Alright, she.
I did say it wouldn't work in your favor.
Yeah. Oh boy.
You okay?
She's just kind of gone a little bit slack jaw before shaking herself, and all of her fur, which has been very fluffy, has just gone flat against her. She's like, okay, that is. Okay.
There is... The silence turns strangely soft, and then you will hear this voice float out over the maze and goes, "Oh, no. Come now, be more creative than that."
Well, that's just patronizing now.
So I'm gonna patronize him, yeah. Okay.
Well, that voice
Yes,
was
you're alright.
I'm gonna roll a deception check just to see how well I'm able to pull off the I am not freaking out.
Oh, good.
Alright.
Okay.
Whoa. Successful.
Okay,
Fine.
I will have everyone else roll insight checks just to see if you can also match or beat or
Oof.
crit.
Oof.
Plus what?
She's not so
Oh,
much
God.
scared for herself, but I'll see what happens.
Okay, yeah, no.
How does nothing?
Definitely not Tiffy. Yeah, okay. You pulled it off perfectly.
That tracks because she doesn't want the kid to freak out that she's now gone from okay, strange corn maze to this is a corn is potentially dangerous to a child. Oh peck.
Did
Fairness.
Lynn fall over? Oh, sorry.
What did Lynn fall over?
Pardon?
Did Lynn fall over?
No.
Oh, damn. Oh, I'm still gonna do this. I'm gonna... Because Lynn sort of reeled a little bit. I rolled a d10 to pull out from my hammer space, and Tiffy gives you a bandage.
Oh.
Aww.
No.
But also,
Okay, I
in
would
fairness, Lynn, you brought this upon yourself. If you hadn't attacked
Oh,
the maze, you wouldn't have taken damage.
Oh yeah. Lynn accepts that.
Okay, so there's seemingly nothing in this patch of space. You have a path to your left and a path to your right.
Okay. We all heard that voice before, didn't we?
Oh yep.
Nods.
She did. Shall we resume to trust the child regarding our next destination?
Sounds fair. Okay, kiddo. Where do you want to go next?
Tiffy looked like she was about to sneeze at some point, like went away. And then she heads to the left.
Alright,
To the left.
follow it up.
Alrighty. Vwild, roll me a d4.
Alright. Another 4.
God damn it, okay. Alright.
That damn it doesn't fill me with confidence for down the line.
Alright. Okay, so nothing seems to change. You emerge into the next space. Oh god, did I really forget? I did, god damn it. Hang on.
Oh, you forgot. Oh, okay.
Okay. Hang on, I've got too many damn tabs open. Alright. So. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So. Teal and Rye. You both emerge into this space. You can't really see much, and then suddenly skeletal hands grasp you.
Oh.
The rest of the body is rising up out of the ground with these dry sounds. You are both grappled.
Oh no!
Okay, so
Do the rest of us see this, or is...
Yeah, no, you will see this. You will hear this happening. You can hear the ground shifting and these skeletons rising up. There are 2 of them, and currently they have, who did I say, Rye and Teal? Grappled.
okay, so yeah, as much as like Teal was like not too phased by what's happened so far, like this not only takes him by surprise, but like this is straight up unnerving. So yeah, he's like kind of worried now.
Rye's gonna cast Acid Arrow.
Oh no.
He's been startled!
I'm vaguely concerned because I don't know what Acid Arrow does. I hope it's just to the skeleton.
I do too.
God, hang on, I'm gonna look this up because I don't know what it does either. I have a suspicion, but... No.
A shimmering green arrow streaks towards a target within range and bursts in a spray of acid. So I make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes a
Alright, make your ranged spell
44
attack.
acid damage.
Make your ranged spell
Okay.
attack.
Cool. The 20 plus 6.
That's a 20 plus 6. You did
Oh,
everything.
damn it!
I'm pretty sure me and Foster the ones.
Whoa!
You look good
Yeah,
to
you
me.
definitely hit.
The dice
Go
wrong
ahead and
to
roll
this.
your damage. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, okay. The target takes 44 acid damage. Okay, cool. 4, 3, 4. I think that's how that works.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. Okay. So you hit the skeleton with this arrow, this acid arrow, and it explodes across the skeleton's skull. It melts away at the bone, leaving these pockmarks and almost what look like tear lines down the face.
It just wanted to be friends.
That is not how you do it! Oh! He's trying to...
Or any of you
Take it
else
off.
doing reactions to this? Teal
Is
froze up.
to-
We've got an acid arrow. What's Lynn and Tiffy doing?
Lynn, who was like watching Tiffy, is now gonna go, okay, right. Ray's got their thing handled. Tiger, how you looking? And she's already got a great axe. She's ready to swing. If you need help, she's gonna try and swing.
Well, the thing is that when you're grappled, you have disadvantage, right?
Grappled is your speed becomes 0. Grappled. Yeah, your speed becomes 0 and you can't benefit from any bonus to speed.
Okay. Then, yeah, I will have a swing with my rapier, then, at this unholy pack of bones that so rudely interrupted us. So, attack bonus +5.
Damn, alright, okay. Go ahead and roll
And
your
then,
damage.
okay, so, damage is 1, so, yeah.
Alrighty, so you again, you go for the skull because it's the biggest target on the thing. You spin around and jam your rapier through one of its eye sockets, and the head goes back with your rapier, like off of the spinal column, and as you pull back, the skull drops back into place.
Now that will teach you how to correctly befriend the newcomers.
The skeletons are going to shove the two that they have grappled. So they shove you. There's the entrance you came in from in this section, and there's a path downward. They attempt to they go to shove you toward that downward path.
Since I haven't done a swing yet, can I try and grab one of them as a reaction or something? Just stop them from being shoved?
You can make an attack of opportunity. Yep. But
Okay.
it would be on the skeleton, not on your ally.
Yes, please.
No,
Yeah, I don't think
you
it's
miss.
gonna hit. No.
The blade of your great axe just goes sailing through a gap in one of their rib cages.
Oh, pick it. Well, looks like they're going in a pit.
Sigh.
Seeing as I probably can't do anything else for those, so I'm just gonna back up slightly and try and protect Tiffy because
Okay.
I can't.
Wiz, you can roll me another 2d4, please. Or, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So the remaining acid finishes eating away at the skeleton skull that's grappling you, and it collapses into just a pile of bones.
That's what I thought, kid. That's exactly nothing.
Teal, you are still being grappled and still being shoved toward that downward path.
So, in this case, I'm looking at my option, then I'm going to, yet again, just have a jab at this very inconvenient revenant. It's 5. Yes, so that,
Yeah, that hits, that hits. What's your damage modifier on your rapier?
The damage modifier, the attack, the damage modifier is 3.
Okay, yeah. So you stab it again in the skull, and again your rapier carries the skull off the spinal column, but this time the rest of the skeleton collapses, and the skull falls off the end of your rapier and joins it in a pile of bones. You killed the skeletons, good job.
Hooray!
And please have the decency to stay down this time.
They
Are you both
don't
alright?
respond,
Huh?
they're dead. I mean, they were dead before, but you know what I mean.
Deader than dead.
They were
Yeah,
two
but-
skeletons, right?
I have an
Even if
audience.
They want.
Are you now examining the skeletal remains?
Yes, she is a morbid child, as most children are.
That sounds a wonderful idea.
Yeah,
Right,
they are toon skeletons. But
Oh,
you get the feeling like these things are dead, they're skeletons. But nice. These things are dead, they're skeletons, but there's a life that's missing from them now that they had before when they were Jesus Christ, you two. For those listening to the recording, that's a dirty 20 from Lynn and a nat 20 from Tiffy.
Detective and a morbid. Get the job
Yeah,
done.
detective and inquisitive rogue. Goddamn. Yeah, so that's they were toons. They are toons. They were toons. They were dead before because they were skeletons, but there's a life quality to them that is now missing entirely.
Okay. Yeah, well, they're dead, Jim.
Two toons, guys.
I kind of hope that they were like the actual bad guys, because otherwise they committed a murder in a corn maze.
Hmm.
Did they did
We probably shouldn't kill the actors.
I mean, if that's your
that is fair. That is fair, but then again, what would have happened to the both of us if we were headed to wherever they were shoving us?
Do you want to find out? The pathway is still open.
Can we investigate the hole before we go, like, jump to a hole or something? Because that's where you said they were being shoved, right?
No, I said they're being shoved toward the downward path. I never said anything about a hole.
Okay. My mistake.
Sorry?
My
Yeah,
mistake.
I'm still going to run perception too, because now I'm going to... Good grief! What are those odds? Okay,
Yeah,
so...
Rye's going to be paying a little bit more attention too.
So yeah, perception plus 3. Oh, good grief!
What? Ah.
Yeah, no, y'all don't see anything. It's dark. It's too dark for you to make anything out.
Well, so much for that.
Yeah, so you've got the downward path that Skelet's trying to shove people towards, and you had the path you came in from. Where you go?
I think we follow the downward path. I mean, it could lead to a trap. I do warn you of that, but it could also potentially be our way out. I mean, we've just come from one path.
While I do agree with your deduction, I would like to remind you that this maze does not seem to play fair on us regarding directions, and I'm still questioning the direction going where two undead wanted to bring us.
It's not our best scenario, I'll give it that. It's a pecking nightmare. But we've got to figure something out. Kiddos, Rye, Tiffy, how do you want to do this, kiddos? I mean, heck, I am actually asking children how to do this. Okay.
I'm 15. I'm not a child.
You are a child!
Ryan told you about it.
You are a baby and you're adopted.
Ryan is sulking about being called a child, but
Which way you guys
cannot
going?
argue. I don't want to go the way that the skeletons were shoving me.
Okay, so we'll go back. We going back?
Can we go back? I thought that path was closed.
There's the pathway you came into this specific place in, which is still open, and there's a pathway down.
Oh.
I don't think there was anything further that way, though. I mean, we just walked. There was the place that closed off. Then we got to here, where it didn't close off, but we met the skeletons. So
If place is closed off, they might as well open up.
Lynn and Teal specifically, because you two are thinking the hardest about it, make just straight intelligence checks.
Intelligence check. Well, good
What-
on me
what-
then.
intelligence check mean?
Roll a d20, add your intelligence modifier.
Okay, my intelligence modifier is.
I actually have
Yep. Okay.
proficiency, so it's +5.
No,
Ooh.
it's just a straight. That's an 18
Okay.
plus what's your intelligence modifier?
Yeah.
Plus 3. Okay, so yeah, no, you still get a dirty 21.
Yeah.
Lynn, you're trying to piece it together, you don't come up with much. Teal, you specifically realize you went down a path, then took a left, then took another left, and you have the possibility of making a third left, which would just put you right back where you started. Y'all almost walked in a giant circle.
So wait, the hold on. What was the third time when we had the opportunity to go left?
If you go down the downward path, you'd be going back to
Ah,
the starting.
okay.
That sounds relevant.
So, given the number of times we've turned around left, given to the decision-making scheme we have, I infer that we might go back to the beginning, which, depending on your disposition in this setting, might be what you are looking for or not what you are looking for. So, what plan of action shall we follow?
Ryan's gonna sort of crouch down and draw in the dirt to go left, left, left to try and figure out what he's talking about. Go, oh yeah, you're turning left and you get back to the beginning. Gotcha.
2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 rights make a left. Similar
Or
sort
3
of
lefts
thing.
make a right in this case.
Yep. Ah, boy.
So the other way. I think that's where Tiffy's sort of wandering off towards.
Oh, yep, we're going
You're
that way,
wandering
okay?
off, you say? Alrighty,
Nope.
Tiffy,
Slightly
roll
like-
D4.
Nope, nope,
Yeah!
oh, not one wrong!
Children!
Oh, no.
Children!
This is
Children!
not what I meant.
Children!
Okay, Tiffy, you walk into the next room. There's nothing happens. You're back in the room you were previously, and the rest of you follow it.
Yep, second that
Yeah.
time, just like, new.
All right, you're now in the previous area that you were in. There's nothing happening. You have the path back to the room where the skeletons were, or you have a path the other way.
The other way. Let's go that way.
The other way. Alrighty. Wiz, roll me a d4.
Oh, it would help if I got the right bloody window open. Yeah.
Oh boy,
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
that's a 1. A 1. What does a 1 do?
Did we go in the circle?
No. Okay. So
Okay.
You were there. No. Okay. So the path, you just walked through. There's another surface and a shift, and it closes off behind you. You have a path forward, and you have a path backward, like up and down. Wait,
Cool.
I've got too many tabs open. There we go.
Up and down.
Oh yeah. Make dex saves again.
Yeah. What's my dex? I should
I was like, I
remember
should probably
this by
check what's in this particular bit. You're fine.
Please
Again.
this time.
You're also fine.
Okay.
Again. You're not fine. Oh god. Rye and Lynn, you didn't learn from last time you both walked into another pit trap.
God damn it!
Oh, pick this!
I know for the comic of expedition, but
Teal
I
and,
was good.
Teal and Tiffy, you both managed to stop in time.
Nice. Can I make a hammer space roll?
Sure.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, you both
Tiffy takes out a bunch of like bed sheets tied together. That's her rope,
yes.
and throws it down and hands it to Teal because she's not strong enough.
Oh.
She's a child.
I mean, I don't think any of you guys are particularly strong.
No,
Not really,
no,
but
I
there's-
have a -1, so that's not going to
What?
help
Okay,
that much.
Tiffy's holding the rope.
-1. You got a +1, dude.
To strength.
Oh, yeah, you swapped scores around. Whoops.
Woohoo! Whew.
Alright, I'm just vaulting up because it's just like, nope, pick this, we're just going up.
Okay. Are we using athletics again, or?
Yeah, and that
Yeah,
was an 8.
make an athletics attempt to climb the rope, but do it at advantage.
That
Okay, I
was
may
an
need it.
roll, so let's see if I can crit. Let's just. Nope.
Yeah, no, you.
Oh.
Roll again.
We love to see it. We love to see it.
0. Oof.
For those listening to the recording, Wiz just rolled a fat fucking 0. -2 -2 is nothing. But
Oh,
you have advantage, so roll again.
Why are you such a weenie?
Okay.
Okay, that's mildly better. That's a 6. It's not enough to make it. Lynn, you scramble up like the monkey you are. You're totally fine. Rye, you attempt to follow, but you just can't get those noodle arms to keep going, and you slide back down the bedsheet rope.
Can I jump back hit to help them out? Because seriously, this is.
I mean, you can help them out without just jumping back in.
Yep. You know what? I'll help them from the top. Just like grab the tail, just.
Grab the bedsheet rope, and then Lynn, make a strength check.
Wait. I'm gonna fall back in the pit. I know it. I'm gonna fall back in the pit.
10. Okay, you don't fall back in the pit, thankfully, but it's not quite enough to pull Rye entirely out of the hole. You've got Rye, like, maybe 2/3 the way up.
Okay. Anyone else want to give a hand here? Greatly appreciate it.
Okay, how big is Rye?
Rise 5 feet.
5
But
feet. Okay,
very
so
big.
I can't really. Yeah, I can't because I
You
was
could reach down
considering.
and grab the back of Rye's shirt or whatever, and then I'd let you.
Yeah. No, I was wondering if I could do something a bit more literal in giving a hand, but mage hand only.
Yeah, no,
can...
unfortunately, no, it wouldn't work in that instance.
Yeah, no.
Too heavy.
So yes, Teal is going to see those two struggle, and as entertaining as it is, they need to get going, so he's going to lean down and help, even though he, again, has a -1 to strength. So we'll see how that...
I'm not gonna make you roll for this. I'm not gonna make you roll for this. You guys
Okay.
managed to pull Rye out. With all your powers combined. Hilariously, the pit traps are giving you more trouble than the skeletons did.
Yes.
I've given myself more hurt than this place has.
That might be on purpose.
Oh boy!
Oh no.
Okay, so you're now all out the pit trap. You have a path forward and you have a path backward, like up and down. If you're looking at it on a map.
Ryan is so unhappy. He's going to sink into Lynn's shadow and sulk there.
Oh, bless this kid. Bless this
He,
kid.
he can't see you. He's now flat in your shadow.
Aww.
You're doing alright, kiddo. You're doing alright.
No, I'm not!
Well,
That's a hammer space roll. What are you pulling out?
A candy from the trick or treating, and she's gonna hand it to Rye.
Aww.
You sort of drop it on the ground where Lynn's shadow is, and the little hand comes up, unwraps it, and sinks it back in, and he just says, oh, much, but he doesn't come out.
Aww.
I love both of these children now.
I love all of your characters. They're so good.
You're all precious.
You've got two options, guys. Where are you going?
There was center and to the side, was it?
If you're looking at it like from a top-down perspective, it's forward, it's top and bottom.
Bottom would lead us sort of back in the direction. Forwards?
Yeah, I'm feeling forwards.
Sure thing.
Alright.
I'm still sulking.
Alright, so you go forwards. Roll me a d4 again. Foster. One. Yeah, okay. No, nothing happens as you move into the next bit, but you've hit a dead end.
Where?
Oh, Peck, okay. This is a day. Alright, can we investigate this? Like, see if there's anything odd about it?
Yeah, you've hit it. Sure. Go ahead and roll investigation check.
I'm not gonna hit it again.
Let's
Me too.
investigate the data.
This is a dead end. Yep, there's no way through this.
You're sure of it.
Backward.
Like, her hand along it and then just put her head against it and went, oh, okay. Alright, back the way we came, kiddos. Back the way we peckin' came.
Alrighty, Lynn, roll me a d4.
Who's rolling the d4?
You.
Alright.
4.
Hey!
Okay. Wait, did that really just happen? It did! Okay.
Yep.
So, you guys move back the way you came. There's a star assisted movement. The way downward that you saw before was closed off. The way to the left is open again. There's to the left and there's up.
Up is the dead end, so I guess we're going left.
I mean, it was
Yes.
the dead end 2 seconds ago, yeah?
Oh,
You know,
God.
you know that inaudible scream that people do?
Yeah, I do.
All of Lynn's fur is just fluffed out as she gives off this tiny little, almost silent tea kettle.
I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. That was the best roll you could have made in the entirety of this.
Oh no.
Alright,
Oh my god.
you know what, kiddos? Just for the fun of it, should we go back and see whether the dead end is a dead end still, or do we just want to go left?
Are you doubting your detection skills on the quality of this dead end?
This
Christ. A mother and her 3 children fucking sat.
she's pinching the bridge of her nose, and she's just like, oh. I am going to be having a strongly worded conversation with the network that brought me here, but okay, let's. Alright, kiddos, where do we want to go? Let's go back up to the dead end that may or may not be a dead end, I don't heckin' know.
I'm following you.
Which way are you going?
Up.
You're going up. Roll me another d4. That's it's your turn.
Come on.
Roll me a d4.
Sorry.
3. Okay. Okay.
We lost that day.
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
These kids
Okay,
are gonna have
calm.
this.
Okay, so as you walk back up into the area you just left, there's the Saurus of movement. The path behind you closes off, and a path to your left and a path in front of you open up.
Two of them.
Well, it's not a dead end anymore.
I'll take it.
So shall we keep on our streak of going left, or are we mixing things up?
Let's mix things up, I think.
I'm
Okay.
going to mix things up.
So you guys going
Toot.
forward again?
Are these rooms separated by like corridors, or is it more like a square room next to a square room?
It's more like one long corridor, but for some reason when you hit certain points the corridors shift. Maybe?
Ah, okay. And how big are each of the rooms?
Not
Ish?
very. There's about enough room for... They can fit maybe 6 people in at a time in one space.
Oh, okay. So it's the size of an elevator.
Yeah, it's not big. It's not big.
Okay. Rye will cast Fairy Fire then. Each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in green, blue, or violet light. Let's say blue. Any creature within the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw.
Alright, make your dex saves then, guys.
Can you fail it? I want to be glittery.
Oh yeah, I do not get hit by that.
Oh, come on! Good grief, my rolls are subpar.
Lynn, you shift at just the right moment and all the dust falls around you but not on you. Teal, you attempt to do the same thing. What's your spell save DC, right?
It's 14.
14, okay. Teal, you attempt to do the same thing, whiff it entirely, you're now covered in green dust. Tiffy, you don't particularly want to fail it, so you kind of just stand still and let it cover you. For the sake of hilarity, also roll me a dex save, right? I just
okay. Sure.
This has
Here,
into
help you do the
mother
right
and
thing.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, no, okay, you also get covered in the dust.
Sweet! I glow now too.
Nice.
oh, for the love.
The area that you're in is covered in green dust. Again, it's really, really strange. This 10 feet of view, the dust doesn't go beyond it, or if it does, you can't see it.
Rye is squinting. That's not how that should work.
Right. Okay.
Are you implying that covering all your companions is not how this spell should work?
Well, I can see you. That's how it should work. But it should go out further than that.
Alright, this is... Yep, definitely gloriously spooky. I'll give this place that. Okay. Well, now that you're all covered in... Is that glitter? What are you... What... You know what? I'm not gonna question it. It's been a long hour, or however long it's been in here. Okay. Who wants to go forward into the next place and maybe find something new?
Yeah, okay.
Great.
I'm down from level 3.
Alright, so you guys are going upward?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what's the worst that can happen? Please.
The more you say that, the more the danger
Alrighty.
grows stronger.
Wiz, roll me a d4. 2. Alright. Okay.
God damn.
So, you move forward. As you move out of the space behind you, Rye, your spell is dispelled.
Fun!
It
Aww.
goes poof. You guys are no longer glowing as you move out of the space, but it also goes poof, and that spell is lost. So there's two things that you notice. First and foremost, it's another fucking dead end, guys. Come on. Second, it'd be on the correct sheet, RJ. Okay. Yeah, Tiffy and Lynn, skeletal hands attempt to grab at your ankles, but you both manage to notice and jump out the way in time. There's two more skeletons. They rise out the ground with a...
Nope, do not do. At us, nope. Take swing.
Tiffy is gonna wave her plastic witch broom at the skeletal figures and try and make a stern noise. And she's making the world's worst, like, fire. Do you know when you're in school and the fire alarm goes off and you're like, Jesus fucking Christ? It's that noise, and she's gonna try and roll intimidation.
Go for it! Go for it!
Amazing.
You get a point of inspiration for this as well, by the way.
I'm not gonna spend it here, even though that would be choice, but yeah, she tries. She's a little child! You're confused more than scared. You're like, what the fuck?
I hope that's in character because it's like... Oh wait, no, they only make bell noise. For a second I was like, who taught this child time players?
Okay, each of you guys roll me a d20 really quick. Okay, we'll give the 18 to Foster and the 8 to Wiz. Okay. Tiffy, roll me a d20 really quick.
Not the child!
Okay, who rolled highest on that? I think it was
Foster.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So Teal. Just by virtue of where you're stood right next to one of these skeletons. You heard it chuckle under its breath.
Okay. Heard some people earlier.
Well, okay. So as soon as he hears chuckle, he's going to directly address the skeleton, because sure, he has been grappled before, but he didn't have much time to ask questions. So, yeah. Would you, dear lanky friends, be oh so kind and tell us whatever is going on in this place and why you seem so keen on physical contact?
Why do you disrespect my personal space?
No, don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Before you get an answer, Rai, you doing anything?
Well, I rolled his hammer space before. He is now holding a little stick.
Oh, cute. The skeleton you just talked to, Teal, turns to you. What's your AC?
My AC is 14.
Okay, no. It attempts to grapple you, but no. You managed to quickly dodge out the way of its hands. This one is still going for Tiffy, and misses entirely. This is a small, dexterous child. No chance.
Well, this is just plain rude.
I know this is terrible. These probably are okay-ish people, but it's like, I don't know that, and this guy is going after a small child, so I'm going to try and hit them.
Go for it. Oh yeah, you went for it, and you fucked around and found out, and you hit. Or sorry, you pecked around, you found out, and you hit.
Yep. Let's see. That's a 5, and as she's doing it, she's going to go, stay away from the child! And he's going to hit them. And that is
cut off 2 of its fingers.
Ooh.
They're now just, like, on the floor, wriggling around a bit.
See? Touch the child, you lose your hand.
Okay.
Yep,
Right,
just back
Tiffy,
up with...
what are you guys doing?
God. Should I do that?
I don't know, do you want to do that?
I don't know, because, Tiffany, I don't like how the last people they fought lost their call to life, properties when they got knocked down. So she kind of wants to ignore them. Is there a way for her to, like... Oh, God.
Run?
Yeah, she's just gonna, just run.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm gonna do this. She's gonna run. She's gonna use her bonus action to use cunning action to disengage.
Oh, to disengage? Okay, yeah. So...
yeah, but she has another action in mind.
Okay. I think it's... Yeah, okay. Liz, roll me a d4.
Okay. If I somehow live, can I do my action? Why is it always a 4?
There's a surface of movement and the pathways shift. The pathway that Tiffy just ran through closes off.
Oh, no.
But...
Whoops.
Tiffy, you're back in the room you were before. The pathway you just ran through is turned off, but there's a pathway to your left, there's a pathway that continues backward. For the rest of you, there's now a pathway to your left and a pathway forward.
Oh, pick.
We lost the kid.
Oh, pick.
I'm all for drama, but losing the child is not what I was looking forward to.
Okay, because Tiffy is now gone, the first skeleton goes after you, because you cut off its fingers, Lynn. It tries to grapple you and misses, but Teal, You are again grappled by this thing as it tries to shove you toward the left path.
We've been over this already, and he's just going to again pull out the rapier and again stab this very rude and unruly undead in the head.
What to attack?
Yep.
Nope.
Oh, come on.
You attempt it, but you whiff it, and it just sails past the side of its head. Right, what are you doing in this situation?
Well, he doesn't really want to cast any more spells because he's only got one spell slot left. He's gonna. I guess he's gonna try and hit the little skeleton.
Druid, you've got 4 level 1 spell slots and 3 level 2 ones, or 2 level 2 ones.
It says cast level slots there. Oh, there, I'm reading it wrong. Okay. Okay. Well, in that case, I might cast produce flame, and like at the end of his stick, and like try and shove it into the eye socket of the skeleton that's grappling Teal.
Okay. Produce Flame is a ranged spell attack, so you can attempt to flick it off the end of your staff if you so desire. Go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and roll me a spell attack. So D20 plus your Wisdom modifier plus your proficiency modifier.
Okay, so it's a 6.
15. Yeah. Okay. You flick the flame off the end of your staff. Go ahead and roll me damage. I think because you're level 3, it's only a D8.
D8, we can do D8. Nice.
Nice, okay. The small ball of fire like sails through the skeleton's eye socket, and for a moment there's this brief visage of this skeleton with a flame in its head lighting up the inside of it and casting dancing shadows around before it hits the back of the inside of the back of the skull. The back of the inside of the skull even, words. And burns out, leaving a scorch mark on the inside.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
Turned him into a lantern for a second there.
I was choked on my hot chocolate.
This is the real life cycle.
Yeah, the skeleton is now shoving you toward the left path again, Teal. You've got maybe one more shove before it sends you through. Fucking goddamn it. This skeleton, with 2 missing fingers, is still trying to grab you, Lynn, but you're just too damn small and too damn dexterous. It just can't get a grip on your slippery monkey self.
And she is angry. And I have a question before I do my move. Of how long have we been in this maze so far? Has it been minutes? Hours?
Probably in the realm of 20-25 minutes.
Because I've got something that lasts an hour, and I'm wondering whether to use it now or whether to use it down the line if we come to a big bad. You know what? Heck it. She's lost the child. She is not feeling the best, and so she's going to, because she's a Bloodhunter, and she's gonna shift.
Oh, nice. Yeah, okay.
You've gone from this kinda not calm, but at least in control. And she's angry. She has lost the child. There is someone trying to grab her. There is someone trying to attack one of the people under her care, and she's just gonna go, no. And she's going to ignore the one that's been attacking her, and she's going to go after the one that's got Teal. And that means I get 2 attacks now, because I have not 2 attacks, but I have advantage on the attack. So, let's see if I can hit the one attacking Teal. No? Please.
Go ahead. Actually, go ahead.
Hey!
Go ahead.
Hey!
Okay, that one hits. Go ahead and roll damage. One for you, and one for Teal. Because in your bloodlust and attempt to rage and hit this thing, you accidentally claw yourself.
Alright, so let's see, that is...
Are you adding a Crimson Right to this, or no?
You know what, I kind of need the hit points, so I'm gonna...
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely... You take 14 points of damage.
Oh, I'm gonna want to get as far away from
Oh my
Ouch.
god, dude! You need... Oh my god!
I want to get as far away from you guys as possible after I do this, so I'm gonna use like all my movement to get to the other... Okay, so that's 8 against the thing,
Okay.
and then as my final thing, I'm gonna use my full movement to get like back to the other skeleton and try and get it in between me and the others, because there's a feature of when you go below a certain level of hit points, and I don't want these guys to get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Fun. We are having fun.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, you don't really need to move that far. Like I said, the space is very claustrophobic, so you're all really tightly packed in here.
That's not a... I need to make a whiz save.
It's if you begin your turn. It's if you begin your turn.
Ah, fantastic.
You only
Okay.
had 12 hit points down when you shifted, so you were fine then, but you're going to need one to make one in a minute.
Indeed. Oh god!
So the skeleton holding Teal collapses. But the other skeleton, who's missing 2 fingers and a couple hit points, is still up. And is going to shift to put the other 2 between it and you, and attempt to grapple Teal again.
Okay.
No, doesn't make it. We're gonna jump briefly to Tiffy. Tiffy, what are you doing?
Well, she's holding her bag of marbles and is confused in the way children are when they don't expect a thing to happen. Can she return the way that... Well, one, does she recognize this room? Can I just make a...
No. Well, yeah. I mean, you reckon all the bits of the maze look the same, and with the shifting,
Yeah, that's true.
layouts, it's so difficult to get your bearings in here. But you can't go back to the room you just came from because that pathway is closed off. But there's a pathway to your
Okay.
left and there's a pathway behind you.
She is just gonna stand where she is and sound off. I think she makes a hockey puck sound and then a buzzer sound as loud as she can.
So you make this particular. It
Yeah,
doesn't even
just
echo. It's like the sound is deadened, but nothing comes back.
This is fun. Yeah, she is going to then move to the left, I think. Was it left?
Yeah, there's left.
Yeah,
go ahead and
left.
roll me d4.
Okay.
Bring me back, I am a child and lost.
There's no one taught this child stay where you are until people come and get you.
Okay,
Oh,
so
many times.
nothing changes, but as you move into this next space... Oh no. Oh no, I just seen what's in the next room. Oh great, okay. This is gonna get complicated. Oh boy. Okay, so... Let's move into this next space. Oh great. Yeah, okay. 2 fleshy hands grab at you from either side as
No.
the other parts of those pairs push out from under the ground and a pair of zombies crawl out from the graves. It's very, very complicated because there's now 2 battles going on at once. So we're gonna jump right back with the skeletons and everyone else. Lynn, make your whiz save.
Okay.
Yeah, because like I took 14 damage.
I'm gonna say, because of the state of mind you were in when you shifted, make it a disadvantage.
Okay.
It's a shame. It was a really good roll.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no, I think that fails.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh boy. This
Well-
is supposed to be a fun romp through a little corn maze and now people are dying. Okay, great, this is fine. Okay, so now you go into a bloodlust rage.
Heck.
Roll me a D2.
One. Please tell me one's good.
I mean,
Really?
technically it's really not. You're going after Rye.
Oh, extra Druid! God!
Oh no!
Oh, heck. Okay.
Oh, heck. Oh no.
Well, great job. You've given us more trauma. Alright. Please.
Such a trauma is the adventures you have along the way.
Is there? Like seriously. Okay,
That's
please
a
tell me
10.
it's been. Please tell me that's below your armor class.
Unfortunately, I have Rye's character sheet up here. Wiz, you want to tell him, or should I?
My armor class is 10.
Oh!
That hits.
Oh.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh.
Baby, we love PvP.
You know what? Honestly, I
Yeah,
didn't
'cause we
expect you
definitely
guys to jump
wanted this to happen.
Attacking the skeletons is the first thing to do, but I really should have.
Okay.
Rye doesn't deal with being startled very well.
Please get low. Please get low. Okay, that's not great.
That's 8 points of damage against Rye. Rye, you so many things have happened in the space of this few seconds. Tiffy's gone, the pathways have shifted, you don't know where Tiffy is at all. But also, Lynn just turned into this wolf thing, and then took a swipe at a skeleton, and then suddenly turned bloodlusty eyes on you, and took a swipe at you, and has caught a decent chunk of damage from you. Ow! What
Yeah,
are you doing?
I'm gonna read the spell description just quickly. Okay, I don't like being attacked by stuff. I am squishy. I'm going to roll Pass Without Trace so that I can go invisible and hide.
Pass Without Trace doesn't turn invisible, it just gives you +10 to stealth checks.
Oh yeah. Okay. Dang.
Please just let this child get away. I don't want to kill it.
I will disengage.
You could disengage, and then run if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think I might do that. I do not
Okay,
like.
which way are you running? You've got a path. You got a path up and you got a path left.
I'm gonna go up.
You go up. Okay, roll me a d. God.
Yeah!
Oh, this is
We are
happening.
getting
Oh no.
scattered!
Oh no. Okay. So the pathways shift again.
The pass.
The pathway that Rye just took closes off. You don't know where they've gone. The pathway back opens up again. There's no change for you, Tiffy. You don't notice anything happening.
Okay.
So, Lynn, you've made your attack. You now regain control. You've got shadowy substance on your claws, and Rye is nowhere to be seen.
Love to see it.
There's this moment of like shock, and she's just as she comes back to herself, and she's just staring at her claws, going, "Okay, what have I done? What have I done? What have I? Okay, right, Tiffy, where's? Okay, Teal, are you okay?" And she's just gonna attack. Can she attack?
You've used your attack action, unfortunately. You've got a bonus action, and you've got movement.
Okay. She's just kind of Is there anything she can do? Holy peck!
I will remind you that as a bonus action, you can shift back.
I don't. Wait a minute, I've got a healing potion. I am so glad I went to Glorps before. I am so glad I went to Glorps.
Drink the. I operate my potions on the same rules that Mod does. If you take an action, you automatically regain the full amount. If you take a bonus action, you have to roll for it. So you can take a bonus action in the potion, but you have to roll for it. Roll the healing, I mean.
Because I can't do anything else, and I don't particularly want to wait an action because, you know, with saves.
Like I said, you can use your bonus action to turn back, so you don't have to make those saves anymore.
But I only get one of them, and we might have further attacks. You know what? I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna feel terrible about it, but I'm gonna keep it now. What is? I went with an owl potion.
Mysterious Owl's potion.
Yes.
Let me double check, because I don't, yeah, it said, okay, roll a d10, and then, did you calculate the amount of doses in your Mysterious potion?
Yeah, I rolled it, and I got all of them. I got...
Nice, okay. So roll a d10, you regain that many hit points, and then take a dose off the potion.
Okay,
nice.
that's
okay,
8.
You regain 8 hit points.
6 plus 8 is 14. That does not do it, that I'm still in... Oh, heck. Okay.
Yeah, you would have needed to roll a 10 for that.
Yeah. And for my movement, I'm gonna, like, get as much of a distance as possible and try really hard to get this skeleton, in my path again. It's like, I don't want to hit Teal as well. There's enough blood on these claws. Okay.
Teal, what are you doing?
Okay, so if in this whirlwind of action, if I remember correctly, I got hit still when she attacked the first skeleton on me, right?
You are grappled. You've not taken damage, but you are grappled.
Okay, so this whole deal has been going on for way too long. So can use my action to not be grappled anymore, right?
Yeah, you can try and break the grapple. I'll let you use your movement for that because this is a tight enough
yeah.
space you're not really going to be moving. So go ahead and roll either athletics or acrobatics.
I'm going to roll acrobatics because that's what I'm way better at because I have -1 in strength. So acrobatics plus 5.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine. You managed to break the grapple.
And with that, I'm going to another enemy of creature is within foot. I'm going to just use my cunning action and hide because, good grief, there is a lot going on, especially with this friend that's now turned into a beast and now back into a friend, and I don't want to be the next one to endure the same fate.
So, there's nowhere really that you can hide necessarily, but you can choose to, if you so desire, to shuffle back away from the skeleton to ensure it is between you and Lynn.
Yeah, I will do that in this case. Yeah, I mean, because I can't move, so I cannot use the dash or the disengage. But
okay, we go back to Tiffy now. Tiffy, what are you doing? There's zombies holding you.
There's many things I can do. I don't know if I should talk through this, but I have color spray, and I want to blind these skeletons in a way
These
to
are not
startle
skeletons, these are
them.
zombies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I can't use cunning action while grappled, right?
You can. You just have no speed. You can't move.
Oh, so yeah, so it wouldn't be viable. Ew.
Yeah, you'd have to break the grapple first. However, I will let you use your movement to do that, and then if you so desire, use your cunning action to dash.
Okay, so I would like to, use my movement to break the grapple.
Okay, roll acrobatics or athletics.
Okay. I wiggle free.
Yeah, okay. 15. Yeah. You managed to wiggle your way through. These zombies are like halfway out the ground at this point, like.
And that's my whole action, right?
That's your movement. You have an
That's
action
my whole movement.
That's your whole movement. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have an action. If you choose to use your bonus action to dash, I will let you move your movement.
Okay, so I'm going to use my action to roll hammer space and pull out some ball bearings and throw it onto the square where the zombies are.
Alrighty, okay.
And then I'm going to use my cunning action to move dash to move out of this room.
Okay, you got a path to the left and a path the way you came.
Left.
Okay, roll me a d4.
Child adventures.
That actually works out really well in your favor. So, you run to the left, the pathway shift again. As you move into space, you can see the pathway leading up opens up, and the pathway leading down closes off. For the rest of you, the pathway... Okay, so for Lynn and for Teal, the pathway back closes off again, but the pathway forward that Rai ran through, that you saw Rai ran through Teal, opens up again. The pathway behind you opens back up again. Rai.
Me?
Oh my god.
Again.
Okay, so another two pairs of skeletal hands try to grab you, Tiffy. You dodge the first ones, but the second ones grab you.
We love this. We'll do this again. Next.
We're gonna jump to Rai really quick, because you're in an interesting place. So,
Okay.
you run through into this place, and immediately the first thing that catches your attention is there's a door in front of you. There's a door in front of you, and there's a path to your left.
Okay, is the door in, like, the middle of the room, or is it in the wall?
It's in the far wall.
Is it just like a wooden barn door kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I roll perception first?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh dear. What's my perception for?
Oh, nat 20, okay. What are you trying to perceive?
Oh, I'm just trying to see whether or not there's, like, traps or something else that's going to jump out at me, or whether or not the scary beast thing that Lynn turned into is going to be charging up behind me anytime soon.
There is nothing behind you. Although there is a sort of system movement as the path that it closed as you ran in opens up again.
Okay. I'm gonna... I want to look at the door. Is it like got a keyhole or anything that I can peek through?
So as you walk up to the door and like put your hand on it to check it, it just opens. It creaks open slightly. So it's now slightly
All the way,
ajar.
or just slightly ajar?
It's just slightly ajar, but it would not take much effort to push it open the rest of the way.
Okay, I just want to peek through.
Alrighty, I'll let you carry that over. As you peek through, it's fucking weird. It leads, like, it's set into a corn wall. Corn wall. But as you look, as you look through, it leads into this, like, fairly swish-looking carpeted hallway. It's got, like, black velvet flooring that's very soft looking, and the walls are covered in like this crown. God damn it! God damn it! Liz. God damn you! It's like
He's hungry.
wooden paneling on the lower half, and then on the upper half is this textured like molding. In these columns that look almost like rose thorn covered plinths, with skulls atop of them, and then the wallpaper in between is like this twisting, thorny vines with rose blooms every so often. There's torches like in front of you, illuminating the space in this kind of, it's dim light, but in a way that looks really fucking good.
Cool!
The flames themselves are green.
Green. Neat. Spooky manor house. Ooh. I do not want to go in there by myself.
And on that, we're going to jump back to Teal and Lynn. What are you guys doing? Also, the skeleton is going to attempt to grapple you again, Teal. It does not want to go up against what the fuck Lynn is right now. You are grappled again.
God damn it. Okay, so, yeah, at this point, like, Teal is kinda done, cause he's been grappled way too many times already, and so, I'm going to look into this. Would you say that, would I do this or not? So the thing is that I'm close to wherever the skeleton is trying to push me. So again, I'm going to have another try to just send this thing back to oblivion with my rapier.
Before you do that, Lynn, while you're with save, roll an advantage this time, because your horror of what you think you've done to Rye is giving you more control.
Yep.
You make it! Oh, that's
Okay.
good. You definitely make it. You remain in control. Alright, go ahead and roll your rapier attack then, Teal. Nope.
God, thank God I have a +5 to get a grand total of 9.
I mean, it's better than 4.
Oh no. So I'm grappled again, so I can't move. I could. Well, I mean, there isn't much else I can do at the moment.
Yeah, no, you can't even really cunning action your way out of this.
No, I can't.
So, Lynn,
Because
what are you
that's
doing?
grappling to you.
I'm gonna try very, very carefully to attack this skeleton and not like Teal. Okay.
Yeah, you
and
make it. Go ahead and roll damage.
Because she has lost 2 people under her care. She is not having a great time. She just wants this thing gone.
Oh yeah, no, you obliterate it. You just you reach up and you lash a claw up its spine and you split it. You cut through all of its ribs and then cut a gash down the back of its skull and it just collapses.
And as her bonus action, she's going to take another swig because she doesn't want to do this anymore. She doesn't want to.
Roll your d10 and take another dose off. Okay, yeah.
All right,
you heal another 7. You're fine.
Yeah. And as her final thing, she's going to be, Teal, are you okay? Are you okay? Where? I am so
Your assistance is very much appreciated. I didn't want this to be my finale.
What was that last part?
I didn't want this to be my finale.
Aww.
It won't be. It won't be. We need to find the others. We need to find. Let's
Yes,
go. Let's go.
Yes, things went from light-hearted spooks to an unfortunate tragedy, and I am not here for this.
Alright, so you guys have a path to the left and a path up. Teal, you know that Rye followed the path up.
If I'm considering that, yeah, that's the only option available to us where one of the other two went, I'm going to lead the others to the path up to just regroup.
Then you gonna follow?
Yep. At a mild distance, just like enough to be in contact, but she doesn't want anything to happen that could potentially set her off again. Even though mechanically she's fine, she's not.
Teal, roll a d4.
Okay.
Is that both of us or just one?
Nope, just one.
Yeah, just fun.
Okay, that's a 4.
Okay, yeah, okay, so nothing happens. You guys both proceed through, and you can see Rye now, and the door, and you can see through the door to see what Rye has seen. So we're gonna jump back to Tiffy. Tiffy, you're now being grappled by skeletons! Again!
Yeah!
There is a path back the way you came, and there's a path leading up.
I should break this grapple again. So, that's acrobatics. Please work. 20 plus 4.
Yeah, you make it. You slide out of their grip, and the skeletons finish rising out of the ground with it.
Do they still have an attack of opportunity on me?
They will if you don't disengage.
Okay. What do I... Yeah, I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna use my action to disengage and then use my cunning action to dash.
Where are you going? Up or left? Up or backward?
Up. Let's just go. Let's just keep going.
Roll me a d4.
You know, one day I'll find a cool item and it really will be a Binding of Isaac.
Oh no. Okay, everyone. Second verse, same as the first, but a little bit louder and a little bit worse. The pathways shift again. You run into this room. There was a pathway to the right. It's now shut off. There's now a pathway to the forward. I need to check what these do.
Despite all my rage, I am still just a rabbit. Now I'm naked.
Oh, that will. You are now grappled, this time by a ghost. There is a second one that also floats out with it. But it whiffs, it completely whiffs the grapple and sinks into the ground a bit.
This poor kid is going through the entire Halloween catalog on its own.
The good rooms, and now you're hitting all the bad rooms. This is how karma works.
I would like karma to stop being a beat now.
So we're gonna jump back to everyone else. You guys are in the room with the door. Tiffy is still not here. You guys have no idea where she is. Lynn is still, whatever the fuck Lynn is. Y'all are still kind of hurt. Teal, you're alright.
Brian does not like the fact that Lynn is still whatever Lynn is now. And he's pointing his stick. This is only like, 4 inches long kind of stick. Pointing his stick at Lynn going, yeah.
You know what? Lynn's gonna see this, and you know how there's bonus action? I know they've only got one, but they're just gonna, full on, just shrink back down and go, okay, it's okay. I am so sorry. I am so unbelievably pecking sorry. Oh, Peck. And she's now back to normal. Because she is horrified. She's, how badly hurt was Rye?
A bit.
You knocked Rye down to about half health.
Okay. Lynn is
He's got some nice holes in his hoodie.
Lynn's just gonna stare at that, and she is just... She's horrified. I'm gonna see if I can roll a deception, just so that you guys don't see how utterly freaked out she
Roll
is.
at a disadvantage.
Okay. That's great.
Wow.
DM says confront your horrors.
Oh my god, you kidding me?
Wow.
Never mind!
Wow!
So for those listening to the recording, Vwild just rolled a natural 19 and a natural 20 at disadvantage for a total of 26 and 27. 26 on a fucking deception check at fucking disadvantage, I can't believe it. Anyway.
She's trying.
You guys can roll insight at advantage if you want. You two specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
So good at
I mean,
lying.
I have 1 wisdom, so this is not going to do it. I can already tell.
I mean, you might crit. No. No, definitely not. Okay, so, no, 18's from Teal. Roll again, Wiz. No. Okay, I know. Lynn, you lie too good. You lie too good.
She's so scared, but she doesn't want them to know why she's scared, so she's just trying to put on the bravest face she can. So, yeah.
I will say, you do get an inkling that Lynn is not okay, because she did shift back looking fucking horrified.
Yeah.
But, she looks relatively alright now. You guys still have no idea where Tiffy is, and there's still just this random fucking door.
Rye still looks very suspicious, but he lowers his stick. There's a spooky mansion on the other side of this door.
There's a spooky what?
Spooky mansion on the other side of this door.
Hey, this can't get any better.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Has anyone
This
seen
is
Tiffy?
No.
I haven't seen Tiffy since she dashed away, so unfortunately no.
Okay. I don't want us to separate again, but at the same time, we need to find the kid. We need to find this kid. Okay, suggestions. I am all for suggestions right now. Who's got any plans? And she's just gonna give out this yell of Tiffy at the top of her lungs as she's doing this, because perhaps, maybe the kid'll hear.
As Lynn yells this, you won't hear this. The sound deadens. Like, it doesn't even echo. And there is no response.
Oh, Peck. Okay. Maybe she'll use the stone. Maybe, I don't know. Let's stay together. What do you two want to do?
And we're gonna cut back to Tiffy. Tiffy, you're being grappled by a ghost, and there's another ghost just kind of chilling. What are you doing?
In cue Xylophone, we're really in it now. God. I don't think I can use that. Wow, another acrobatics check to be not grappled.
Okay,
Please.
go for it.
D20 plus 4.
Yeah, you make it. Surprisingly,
Damn.
maybe not. The ghost grapple is the easiest to break. There's just something incorporeal about them that makes them kind of weak.
Tiffy looks at the ghost and thinks that you're not the nice ghost that drives the train in my home, and you know. Listen, she lives in Billstown. That's where she lives. And then she's gonna do the same thing of disengage and then dash to move away.
Alright, you've got a path leading up, and you've got a path leading down. Which is where you came from? Where are you going?
Up, please.
Alright, roll me a d4.
I'm just gonna keep going. One day they're gonna give me a cool item.
3. Okay, the pathways shift again. There's a way to your right that opens up as you run in. Roll me a dex save.
What is this? 1d20 plus that one. Fuck me!
Tiffy go down the
For
hole.
the first time, you do not learn from the mistakes of the others, and you run straight into this pit trap.
God, you hear the sound of jello as she hits the floor.
Amazing.
I'm being nice. Tiffy got the best room, or the second best room out of all these ones at the top.
I want the best one. How do you get out? Acrobatics or athletics?
Yeah, for you it'd be acrobatics or athletics.
Okay. Get out of here! Bye!
Yeah, you're just like, I'm so fucking done with this. So you do this really neat, like, wall jump thing, and you hop on out. There's a door.
Have you seen children in a playground?
Oh yeah, they're
They
athletic.
just
They're
fucking...
fucking nimble little fuckers.
Oh god, and she's off again.
Hang on, before you go places. There's a door.
Oh, she's gonna peek in that. Hello.
Yeah, you just touching it makes it go and creak open a bit.
Can I? Well, I was gonna. I don't know. I want kind of want to use eye for detail to see if there's any hidden creatures or objects in this room, because she's now of the impression like there's supposed to be prizes in this maze. There's an incentive.
Okay. Make a wisdom perception check then.
Okay, and it's at advantage, I think. Yeah.
It's just regular. That's
Oh,
It's just you can use the bonus action granted by your cunning action feature to make a perception check to spot a hidden creature or object.
okay. That was just normal.
12. Okay, so there's no hidden creatures or objects here. Just look pretty fucking swanky.
This is a sick place. Is it similar to what Vice saw?
Yeah, it's the exact same. But on the subject of
Exact
that,
same.
I need the other three to make perception checks.
My perception again. What is it? What is it? It is.
No.
Come on,
Definitely.
Ryan.
Oh, you're good.
Oh.
Teal, your ear twitches slightly. Could have sworn you just heard a creak.
Okay, so I'm going to let the other know, and I'm going to be like, well, nobody else touched this door, right?
Right.
Then where's this creak coming from?
I didn't hear anything.
Okay, so there might be something else in there.
Tiffy, roll a perception check. You faintly hear something that sounds kind of familiar, but you're not quite sure what it is or where it's coming from.
Huh. Fun. She looks past the door into the maze and then looks back into the room. It's coming in from inside, right?
Maybe.
I'm just gonna stay put for now, but keep the door open and look inside. Try and see if she can find the source of whatever's speaking.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Well, considering that, as far as my understanding goes, but then again, this place defies understanding, creaks usually occurs in mansions and other manners of houses. I would suggest to investigate the inside of this dimension thing door.
Bear in mind, all the rest of you know is that Tiffy ran backward at some point and you've not seen her since. So for all you know, she could still be in the maze.
Seems mean to leave a little kid in the middle of this.
Yeah. Lynn is the most indecisive she has ever been in her life because, she's got two people in her care, but the priority isn't here, and she's hurt another one, and she is not having the grandest time, even though she looks pretty well put together.
By the by, when the pathway shifted, the path behind you closed off. So there's now only a path to your left.
Okay.
Well, I understand your distress, so let's split this thusly. I shall investigate whatever made that noise inside of here, and you take care of that other child while looking for the first one.
I'm just gonna very quietly whisper, are you sure I hurt this kid? Perhaps I should ask them. Perhaps I could stay here, or I could go in. I mean, I have a great axe. I mean, I can hit things. If there's something in there, I could hit it, or I don't think leaving me with a child I hurt is a smart plan. I don't want to hurt this child again, and I won't, but...
Right, what do you think about this? being that, stood right next to them, can hear this conversation going on.
I'm just gonna poke her in the shoulder with my sticks. I'm right here.
Yes, you are. I am still so sorry. What would you like to do? What do you want to do?
I really want to go and look at this spooky mansion.
Okay. And Teal, you wanted to go in the spooky mansion? Perhaps
Yes.
outside just for a moment. Just if you hear anything inside, just yell. I'll come in. I'll help deal with it. If not, perhaps Tiffy will come this way. I'll keep the door open. I'll just take a moment out here to see if there's anything else that's going to come.
If this help is your mind, then please.
So
Yes.
Teal and Rye, you're walking in through this door?
Yep.
Okay. So you walk through. The corridor is really fucking long. Like, weirdly long. You guys
I'm gonna look over my shoulder at the door.
Okay. You look over your shoulder. Hang on a fucking minute, there's 3 paths here. Oh hey, there's Tiffy! Tiffy, you can see Teal and Rye walk into view.
And she'll run in.
Ryan's going to wave his arms around. Oh, hey, look, we found the other kid!
Lynn from the door is just going down, just like, Tiffy! Oh, thank Peck! And now she's coming in as well. Oh,
Reunion. This child is covered in sort of scratches. She wasn't hurt, but fucking... How many
Shit.
things grabbed her?
So it was 2 zombies, a skeleton, and a ghost. With another
Damn.
skeleton and another ghost trying to do
And
the
a
same.
pit.
Oh,
Kids been to
holy
the wars.
heck. Oh, that guilt is increased because she was meant to keep this child safe, and look at him! They're coming
Lynn?
down.
Lynn, you say holy peck, and Tiffy makes a woodpecker noise. Because you've been saying peck, like, oh, I've been keeping tab, like, over 7 times. And, like, one day she's gonna just like, try and repeat it. She's gonna
Bad
try and
influence on
repeat
this
it.
child.
I am such a bad influence on this child! Oh, heck.
So Lynn's preoccupied. Tiffy's also a little bit preoccupied. Although you might notice this, being what you are. Rye and Teal, you guys definitely both notice this. The hallway, from one of the doors, it looks like it's just one hallway, but as you look back, you can see that it splits off into 3. Which shouldn't really fit the space, but it does. It's confusing. It doesn't make sense. You're gonna chalk it up to magic, probably.
Ryan's not bothered by that. Like, he's like, okay, wibbly wobbly, neat.
Really wobbly, spacey, mechanic-y bullshit.
Timey-wimey.
Yeah. Yeah.
The hallway
I think
still
that-
continues on, by the way.
We got options! Isn't that neat?
Lynn has
It
put
is.
everything aside and is just like checking over Tiffy, just fussing over them while not touching them because like she's very mindful of her claws, even though she's shifted back. And thank heck Tiffy never saw anything because like she doesn't hurt this kid. And now she's just she doesn't want to hurt these kids, and so she's just doing that hovering where you have your hands over them, just check over everything without ever touching. Because nope, she's not touching anyone anymore.
I would be very intrigued to talk to the set decorator of this place.
I think Tiffy wants to go down the hallway further. Like, prizes,
Okay, yeah.
prizes, prizes.
So you guys all hear this. There's this kind of tum tum tick, tum tum tick, tum tum tick, and then Asclepius comes into view, walking down the corridor. And he goes, "Oh hey, you guys made it. Oh, you look like you're a bit of a wars. Hang on." And he'll reach forward to Lynn.
Yep.
It's alright. It's okay. I'm right here. And he'll reach forward and touch you on the shoulder. And he's gonna cast, how low are you?
And what does that do?
How low are you on hit points?
Let's see. I have 11 missing.
Alright, yeah, okay. Yeah, he touches you on the shoulder and casts Cure Wounds, and you heal up to full. Who else was injured? Was it, Rye?
Me.
Yeah. Okay, well, he'll reach over and touch you on the shoulder as well. I think that also heals you.
Yep, that'll do me.
Yep. Cool, yes. You know, I didn't expect you guys to take that much damage. What happened?
I was just going to look at
Lynn. I don't know, what do you think would have happened, dear Ringmaster, or whatever your role is in this?
Ringmaster? Oh, no, that's not me. But seriously, they weren't supposed to hurt you guys. What happened?
Events happened. Yeah.
We've met some uncooperative undeads along the way that weren't really very keen on giving us in detail regarding their motivation or anything.
You put a couple of adventurers in a place with spooky stuff. Really, I should have thought better before doing this.
All's well that ends well. Come on,
Tiffy.
I'll take you to meet the guy.
Oh, Tiffy makes a do you know when you turn on like a speaker system, like a PSA system, and it just has that hissing? Yeah. She makes that sound, and she's trying to, she continues making it towards Auspicious.
Asclepius.
Asclepius. Oh, name.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Mr. Ash.
Mr. Ash. Oh. What's up, little lady?
And she makes the sound where it's like clicking, like you turn it on and off. Like and then she starts signing. Does Mr. Ash know animated sign language? Okay, so she'll just sign voice and make the hissing sound again.
Oh, we heard that voice when we were there, so.
Oh yeah. He did say he was gonna broadcast something. Come on, I'll take you to me.
Seek.
Alright.
Rye has it confused.
So he's gonna guide you all down down the hallway. Are any of you guys proficient in religion?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
Alrighty. Yeah. So he guides you down the hallway, and it leads out to this large, ornate ballroom. At the far end of which is a giant fucking throne.
Wow.
On which there is this very tall, regal-looking skeleton in hang on, let me bring up my description here. Oh god, I didn't bring this up earlier, why didn't I do that?
I'm almost tempted to ask if I can do a history check, because it's like, this is...
Yeah, so he's dressed in a tasteful outfit. He's wearing black slacks, black waistcoat, white shirt, white suspenders. He's got a long tailed jacket and a top hat. And he's got one hand on a cane, the other hand leaning against the back of the throne. And as you guys walk in, he stands up, picks up his cane, gives it a twirl, and then bows and goes, "Well, hello there. I'm glad to see you finally made it through."
You sure do have the sense of theatrics. I will definitely appreciate your skills.
His skull is already set in this kind of playful grin, but it seems to widen a little bit, and he doffs his hat to you and goes, "I'm glad we can appreciate one another." So,
Rye is still holding his little stick. And he's like, not sure what to make of this. Looks too fancy.
So, the skeleton walks forward a bit and goes, "So, my name is Jacques Macabre. I'm the mayor of this here town, and the creator of that there maze. I'm glad to see you made it through in one piece. If I'm being perfectly honest, you're the first ones ever to do so. I think that deserves a prize, don't you?"
Reassuring, but
Given what those young ones have been through, I think that they are more than deserving.
Rose sort of
Tiffy's
just like
eye sparkles.
picking at the holes in his hoodie.
can Lynn make an investigation? Not particularly to actually see anything, just like check out this room because
Sure.
she doesn't fully trust anything, and she just wants to keep these kids safe.
Sure.
And she's not done a good job at that, but she wants to. 15.
15. Yeah, this place is swanky. It really shouldn't, like, you didn't see any sign of a mansion behind this cornfield, so you're not exactly sure what the fuck's happening. You get the feeling it's probably magical bullshit.
In her head, she is going pecking magical bullshit.
It is ornate. It's like long stained glass windows, a vaulted ceiling with intricate paintings across the top. There's those plinth-like columns as well, intertwined with the rose thorns, and the skulls set atop them. There's a definite theme of dark wood, and then this kind of rose, wine red, and silver and white. The throne itself, as you get as he moves away from it, you can see more of it now. It's almost like a fancy chair. Well, it is a fancy chair. It's a throne. That's what a throne is. But it isn't as ornate as you'd expect a throne to be necessarily. It certainly looks the part from the outside, but now that you're taking a closer look, you can see like this thing is fairly comfortable looking. It's got like a padded seat, a padded back. Suspiciously so. As he moves closer, plus 3, plus 4, plus 3. Yeah, okay. Tiffy, you notice the cane isn't just for show. He is leaning on it as he walks, and it's long enough that it's not really noticeable except to a very perceptive eye. But more than that, as he gets close enough and with a flourish brings out these ornate somethings, there's infinitesimal, very, very faint, very thin cracks running through his bones. And his fingers shake just a touch. He brings out these brooches and holds them out to you, and you see they are ornate brooches. Oh no, you fumbled that roll.
Let's roll D20, Oscar.
Fumble roll.
Oh, right. I don't have a custom table. Where's the table gone? I don't have a custom table for Tiffy yet. So she pulls out a bunch of 6 bananas.
Potassium, good for the bones.
Good for the bones. She keep that out and put that on the floor.
Always bring a banana to the party.
This is wild. She's like looking at him and assessing him, and like she's like, oh no.
I think that fails again.
Yeah, it does.
This is the other.
He looks mildly bemused at the bunch of apples, at the bunch of bananas, and then looks more amused at the second thing you pull out.
Which is a bread knife, which tracks because she does have a knife in her inventory.
Nice.
Make a fruit salad of some kind.
Of course. She makes like a...
Teal didn't notice that first, but now that it's brought up, he looks at this child.
More bananas! Wait. I know, this is different. Not more bananas. This is a rubber chicken.
I can't.
About to make
imagine
myself
that
a
tastes
whole
good
meal.
for salad.
Again, this is gonna keep going.
There we go.
There we go. And then she pulls out her box of bandages and hands
Aw.
it to the skeletal gentleman here, Mr. Macabre.
He with a flick of a wrist again, the brooches go back into somewhere. And he kneels down and looks at the box of bandages and goes, "Well, whatever those for?"
And she points at the hairline fractures of the skeletal figure.
I appreciate it, my dear child, but unfortunately that's not something that will help me.
She frowns a little, but puts it back because she understands that sometimes you need something different.
She gets a pat on the head and you get another point of inspiration.
I got two. I've used none of these. And still I will pull the greatest heist of all of these inspiration points.
Yeah, come on, use them in other sessions. So he'll stand back up again. Tiffy, you definitely notice this. He winces slightly as he gets back up. And then another flick of the wrist, the brooches are back out, and he holds them out to you and goes, "Well, take one."
Ooh, what do they look like?
They are, it's an ornate silver brooch in the shape of a skull, adorned with bright orange crystals embedded in the place of the eye sockets.
Ooh. Is there any, like, what are the color of the jewels? Like, are they all different or they're all the same?
They're all the same.
Okay, she'll just take one. That's very cool. And she'll put it on her, she's wearing a little witch's outfit, so she'll put it on the belt feature. So now it's a bit more good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are the rest of you guys taking one?
I'm going to do just maybe an Arcana roll, just to be sure, because, yeah, there is like a very fancy presentation to this, but also what was outside was fairly grim, so even though Teal is appreciating the skills of the setting and the entire presentation of this, he doesn't fully trust this giant skeleton man that hands them this. So just for the sake of it, I'm just going to roll Arcana to check.
This man is giant as well. He towers over all of you. He towers over Asclepius a bit as well. Asclepius is just over 7 feet. Okay, so rolling Arcana. As you look at the brooch that he holds out to you, do you actually take it?
Not yet. Not before I get like the sense of what is going on with the brooch.
So yeah, so you can see there's engravings along the edge of the silver. It's magical runes, and they're all the same magical runes, best you can tell, as they're being taken out of your out of the hand. You get the sense this is a magical item that can cast a spell or spells without using an identify spell. You couldn't tell exactly what they are without being told.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the sense that you get.
Okay, I'm going to take it then.
14-foot Home Depot skeleton. Yeah.
As Lynn takes it, she's gonna, like, she was behind the kids, just make sure if anything happened, she could, like, grab them by the scruff and run. But she's, come closer, and as she takes it, she goes, there were a few incidents in the maze. It was completely my fault. I take full responsibility. I don't know much about skeletons, I'll admit, I used my great axe. I am so unbelievably sorry. I take full responsibility. Everything that happened in there is my fault. Because, like, she remembers those Toon skeletons that were dead. She cleaved one. Like, you described that in one for one. And she's just realising now that maybe what she's done in here is a lot more serious than just, like, a little adventure. I mean, she's hurt a kid. She may have possibly killed some people.
Oh. Yeah, it's completely alright. Don't worry about it. Detective, yes?
Yes, Detective Little Lynn Stagehand, at your service.
A pleasure to meet you, darling. Do not worry about them. They're all fine. In fact, there they are now. You guys turning around?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, as you turn around, you see, first and foremost, it's the skeletons. There's one who's still missing 2 fingers, there's another one that's still got acid marks on their skull, but they moved through, and the zombies that that Tiffy ran into, plus a few more, and the ghosts that Tiffy ran into, plus a few more of those, they all shuffle in, and they're all smiling. And one of the skeletons goes, "Yeah, nah, we're fine. This happens every time. It's alright. We can just come back."
Oh,
Okay, Teal is going to be taken aback and just straight up go, well, now you seem to remember when your tongue are.
Yeah.
Damn! Get him!
Actors, man. We gotta do our job. What's the 21 for?
She is not passed out in relief, but like, it's just like she's gone kind of relaxed, but she's been in her head going, "Oh, Peck, I've murdered people. Oh, Peck, don't let the kids know. Do not let the kids know that you've pecked and murdered people." And
To be fair, I did one of them in.
Yeah. one of the ghosts just smiles at the hands claps and goes, "We're already dead. You can't kill us in a way that matters. Besides, Jacques here can bring us back so long as he's still around."
That's a little concerning, seeing as what we know about poor Jack. But yep, Lynn's just gonna take this all and just like take the brooch, and she's still terrible because she hurt a kid, but it's like, okay, there's less blood on her hands. That's alright. That's alright.
If anyone wants to roll an insight against Rye, now would be a good time.
Yep.
And yes,
That's
please.
25 from Jacques and 11 from Asclepius. Asclepius is kind of not
That's a nat 20! That's 20!
Tell me your secrets.
Oh, that's a dirty 20!
Tell us the secrets, motherfucker.
Yeah. Wait.
Asclepius is a bit busy healing the various actors.
Alright, I understood. Roll this. I'm just double checking if for deceit. Yep, that is not advantage. It's just a thing.
If a deceit is just if you get less than 8 plus your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency bonus. Okay, so it definitely is. So it's 8 plus 4. So that's 12. You have a 12.
Alright, cool.
Cool. Alright, well, basically everybody. He's not bothered by the skeletons and stuff much. He's more bothered about the really fancy room that you guys are in. Like, he hasn't taken the brooch from the tall skeleton guy. He's really uncomfortable, though. Like, he was perfectly comfortable out in the maze and with the spooky stuff, but in here he's so uncomfortable.
Okay. So, Jacques claps his hands together and goes, "Well, I suppose you'd like to know what those do, don't you?"
That would be awesome.
These, my dear fellows, are brooches of the phantasm, an item of my own design. They have a certain number of charges that they regain a number of at every dawn. And you can use them to cast 3 spells. Cause Fear, Phantasmal Force, and Fear.
No.
You don't even need to be a spellcaster to use them.
Those are greatly appreciated.
Of course. Like I said, you guys are the first ones to make it through. I'm very impressed.
Thank you. Thank you. This is incredible. And she's just gonna tilt her hat in just like recognition, because this guy has earned her respect.
Jacques again bows with a flourish. And he's leaning slightly heavier on his cane now, but only really Tiffy notices this. because she's clued in now. Perceptive little child.
Tiffy's gonna make a doorbell sound and say in ASL, is this your home? Like, you live here?
It is indeed. Physically, it's on the other side of town to the maze, but that's nothing a little magic can't solve.
She nods.
Now then, Asclepius, do you mind leading them back? I suppose it's getting rather late in the day. The last train will be arriving soon.
Can I have, briefly, a flashback to Tiffy's carer, Sid, losing their fucking mind? I rolled earlier, and they rolled a 14, so it's not a 1 where they think Tiffy was there all the time, and it's not a nat 20 where they would have noticed early and, reported it. It's just that in between of like, oh fuck, Bo is going to kill me.
I love
cut
this.
back.
Asclepius nods and moves forward, laying a gentle hand on Jacques' arm for a moment before going, yeah, okay. If you guys like to follow me, I can take you back to the train station.
Lovely meeting you. Farewell.
It was a
And
pleasure
she's
to
just-
meet you all too. That's Jacques.
It's her.
Brian puts his little stick away and he's following very, very closely. He doesn't want to be in here anymore.
That's fair. So Asclepius leads you down the room toward the throne. Tiffy, as you walk past the throne, you notice it's padded in such a way that it's like orthopedic support.
Mm.
He leads you around the back of the throne. There's a door that opens, and then it opens out back to the beginning of the maze. This door wasn't here before. What the fuck? Fucking magic. God damn it.
Brian's gonna kick at the dirt excitedly. Yes! I'm not in that building anymore. Hurrah!
No.
Freedom!
He's a sweet.
Like, he's just excited to be outside, kind of
Entirely
thing.
fair.
He's a sweet.
Yeah, so you're back at the beginning of the corn maze, so Asclepius leads you back through the outskirts of town, back to the train station. And he goes, well, maybe we'll see you guys next year. Maybe not. I wonder what's gonna happen next year. We can't use that anymore now that someone's built it. They've beaten it. Interesting, to be sure.
We'd love to test whatever comes your way. Lynn is actually now that they've figured this stuff out, it's just like, yeah, you know what? Coming back again, that wouldn't be too terrible. It's kind of nice.
Maybe next time, though, don't attack me. That didn't end well for you.
Yeah, it did. It really, really didn't.
So, you guys return back to the train station.
Yep.
I imagine Sid goes briefly nuts at Tiffy for running off, but...
Tiffy is waving and playing with the brooch on her belt, and then you just see an orange blur for a frame, and Tiffy's gone, and she's just in the distance. Sid is just screaming.
Entirely fair. I just sent the description for that, by the way.
Nice.
That's cool.
Lynn's mildly freaked out of there was child, no longer child, where's child? Oh, there's
Also,
screaming person. Oh, wait.
Rye, if you go to put your stick back, there's something else in your pocket.
Oh.
It's that fucking brooch. They slipped it onto you.
Fine. Okay. That's fine. We can deal with that. I'm not in there anymore. It's alright. I can deal with this. Okay.
I love Jack. I love him. I love him. This guy's brilliant.
Asclepius stops you all before you go and say, oh, yeah, can I have those stones back? I need to destroy them.
Sure.
Sure thing.
Tiffy's stone is thrown from a distance to Mr. Ash's hands because she is currently occupied.
That's fair.
Yeah, I successfully get it out.
He grabs them all, drops one on the floor, crushes it under his staff, and suddenly he blinks out of existence and appears at the entrance. It's like, oh yeah, that's gonna happen. Drops the next one, destroys it. Blinks out of existence briefly, comes back, drops the next one, destroys it. So on and so forth until they're all broken.
Oh, I love him. I love him.
Oh my god.
Is little Tiffy alright being yelled at? Because, like...
It's not being yelled at like, berating, it's more like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. If you, like, do a perception check of the, of what they're saying, it's nothing to, you know, hurt her feelings or anything. It's just like, I could have died, not because I lost you, just because I could have gotten a broom to my face, and Bo would have executed me to freeze to the 3 quarters of the world. Oh my god! I think I saw the. It was either a guy in a very dark cloak, or it was the Mothman.
Only.
As a final thing, because I don't know how this is gonna like end, it's just Lynn is gonna like kind of mosey on over, just keeping social distancing, is just sort of thing, and just rummage in her pocket and pull out a business card, and he's just gonna like, which one do you give it to? I mean, there's an adult now, but the kid, and she liked the kid. I mean,
let's do a sleight of hand exchange. I don't. Just briefly pass it over. Nobody has to know.
Alright, both of you roll sleight of hand. Both of you roll sleight of hand and then roll perception for Sid.
I don't have a stat block for Sid, but I'm pretty sure they are not that perceptive, so I'll just roll straight on. So this is sleight of hand. This is perception. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, Sid don't see shit.
And it's just a little business card to a detective agency, the Stagehand Requiem, and it's just like, if this little kid ever needs help or just wants somewhere to hang out, safe, it's just like, yeah. And she's gonna give it to Teal and Rye as well, just like, because like she liked these ones. She liked these ones. And she wants to make sure that they stay safe in future. And if they need it, she's like pro bono. She will help them in any way she can.
Speaking of which, I was actually about to say something very similar, because Teal is also going to hand out business cards, and I'm just going to do sleight of hand, not as much because of trying to be stealthy, but again just because he's doing a fancy hand trick. Yeah, flourish, just pure.
Nice.
Which?
You fumble it a little bit, but...
Yeah, you fumble it, but and the card has on one side, I can't really sketch it out just now, but imagine like a teal colored T with like 2 halves, like basically you have 2 halves separated and then like they both halves form the T. And on the other side, it says Teal Tiger Professional Item Retriever.
Fancy words for a thief.
Well,
Rye has a business card in each hand now. He's like, okay. Sticks his hand
Comic Con experience.
He sticks his hand in his pocket and pulls out a couple of leaves and hands you each a leaf.
Nice.
I'm gonna take that with uttermost gravitas. It's just like, thank you, I will treasure this.
Is there any attention to Asclepius?
Yeah. It's like,
Sure.
I'm calling the guy, because, like, he seems cool.
So, Lynn, you notice Asclepius go back through the door, and just before it shuts, you hear him say, "Well, lover, that went well. You should probably sit down." And then the door shuts and sinks into the ground.
God damn these doors.
Oh, I love them, I love them, I love them, I love them.
Good, they're good.
That was great!
Oh
ends our spookiest jump scare mansion. Wait, no, wrong title. Glorious Spooky Halloween Corn Maze.
Yeah!
Yeah.
We did it!
Anyone
That
got any
was
final
very
words before I
nice.
end the recording?
If anyone cares to look, Rye actually has to sneak onto the train.
Oh, wow. I mean, yeah.
Did I need money? I mean, I've got less than 5 gold, but I might have enough money for a ticket.
I mean, you probably bought a return ticket or a day rider or something.
Yep, just like, this is my child for the temporary thing. It's just like, yeah, I'm gonna look up
Just
get on the
fucking.
train.
Then it's just like, just get in my shadow, or I'll sneak you on board.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, absolutely. For sure.
this
It's
is
like,
a
oh.
child I'm going to protect.
Alrighty. Well, listeners, that was that tale. I didn't expect it to go the direction that it did, but I'm glad that it happened.
Oh, that was wonderful.
Hopefully you enjoyed. See you again at some point.
Bye.
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 Bye.